afternoon, everybody. I hope that you all are having a great day, and I hope that this video is finding you at my channel because you have questions or maybe you have some answers about real estate. I am starting a new channel, and for those of you who know me, welcome. For those of you who don't, welcome. And I hope that this will be a first of many to come videos where I can sit down and talk with you guys. And yes, I will be doing some live videos later on. But for right now, I'll do these pre-recorded and we'll get to know each other better. And hopefully I can get some feedback from you guys and you can ask me questions and I will definitely try to answer them. So for this first video, it's just an introduction. I am a realtor licensed in South Carolina and North Carolina, and I have been a real estate agent now for about 1.5 years. I started the process about 2 years ago, and I am loving it. It was definitely a change that was needed in my life, and I welcome it. I have not had an experience with it that was so totally negative that it would turn me away from it. So I am the kind of person who really and truly likes meeting people and sitting down with people and giving my best advice to mentor people to make the best decisions for their lives. And I've done that my whole life. In different avenues of my life. Whether it be with my own family, my friends. I'm a good listener, but I will take what people get, the information that people give me, and I'll mull it over. And if I can come up with some answers, I would definitely say that in the past I have given some advice, hopefully good, probably some advice that wasn't taken, and that's okay. But if someone comes to me for advice, they've seen something within my life that would help them to think that maybe I could offer some additional advice over what they've already heard. Now, I will say that this is not my first experience with real estate. Years ago, I was a loan officer at a mortgage company in the town where I lived, and I started that as something new that came about. Before that, I was a daycare owner-operator, and I just needed something different, and I did work as a loan officer, and I loved it. And as I would go out and meet with clients to start the process for them to either refinance their home or help them to see if their home was marketable, then I would, like I said, meet with them one-on-one. And a lot of times the people would come into the office looking to refinance their current mortgages. And at that time, the refinance business was a lot different than it is today. But then again, I've met some of my old friends who were mortgage brokers or loan officers at the time, again, recently, and there's still a lot of similar areas, especially with the mortgage brokers that I knew way back when. If they're still in it, they're in it because they love it. And I also have experienced that, that those people are the very same people, just more knowledgeable and with lots more experience today than they did back then. So I, have a lot of experience in how to advise, what is a good mortgage rate, what is good for your budget. I can decipher, look at your information that you're going to give one of my preferred lenders, and offer any advice that I learned way back when. And, a lot of people will try to get approved for a mortgage loan, and if they go through a lender that has probably 100 applications on their desk for any given day, they're not going to get that personal experience where they may get an approval or they may get a disapproval, or rejection. And and that's it, and they think they can't go further. But when I was a loan officer, I always worked with everyone, whether I could help them at the moment or whether I could not. If I could not help them find a loan to be able to refinance all of their debt, then I would work with them. And some people I would work for, months and months, even up to a year, to try to help them to get into a better situation to be able to refinance at a later date. And I prefer to work with lenders who do the same thing in working with real estate now. So I do have several preferred lenders that I know will look at every case and whether they can approve it or reject it. Those particular lenders that I prefer to work with are probably going to be the best bet for anybody that comes to me who wants to purchase a home. And of course, and my first question is, have you already gotten a pre-approval before we go and look at homes? Because you want to know if you can qualify to get a mortgage. You want to know what is your budget range for homes that you are going to go and look at. There's nothing worse than going and deciding on a property that is your dream home or perfect for your situation right now than to send in your information, try to get a pre-approval for that home, and then get rejected. Not necessarily that you don't qualify for something else, but if you go ahead and get your pre-approval, you can start looking for properties in that budget range, and you're not going to waste your time or anybody else's time looking outside of that. A lot of people don't realize that they would qualify for more than what they think. So definitely working with lenders who will, go through every scenario to try to help you get the best approval rate. And like I said, I've got a few that I know would do that. And they're not just going to leave you hanging. If they can't approve you, they're going to come back and contact you and say, if we do this, then this is a possibility, if not now, then in a few months or 6 months down the road. And that's the kind of thing that you need. You need that type of guidance. And a lot of real estate agents will take that time to do that. So if their goal is to look at every client as an individual and not just a piece of paper on the table, then they're going to go that long haul with you. So if I have a client come to me or a customer come to me and say, this is what I'm hoping for, but I know I can't quite meet that possibility right now, can you keep me on your books? And can you help me to figure out how I can get in a better situation? So with my background, if I can't help them, then I know my preferred lenders can. And that's what I choose to do. So just in this brief introduction, I've given you the most important tool that you can look at in starting the process of either purchasing your dream home or a home that fits your situation right now. And that is know what your credit score is and get a pre-approval, and then contact your realtor if you haven't already. You guys have a great day, and I'll be back soon to give you some more tips and tricks about starting the process of purchasing a new home.